and welcome to Ascent Homeschool Enrichment's second annual Shakespeare Festival. Give me some applause. Thanks. All right. I want to thank you all students for coming and getting so much in character, all of you lovely Shakespeareans. I also want to thank all of you parents, family, and friends for coming. The students are really excited to share their work with you today. I wanted to thank you in general for sharing your children with us for this exciting program. I am really, every week, just amazed and astounded at the things all of your children are capable of. So excellent job, first educators of your children. And yes, thank you for letting them be a part of this and letting us see their amazingness. Before we begin, a few notes. First, we are recording this performance, so please, no pictures, no videos from the audience. It does kind of can block the views of people around you. But we will be sharing that video later once it's done and edited, so don't worry about that. At the end of our performance, we will gather our whole cast here for a group photo. Once Mrs. Haynen or maybe Mrs. Spar is taking that picture, once she's taken it, other parents, then you're welcome to stand up and grab your own group shot if you want it. And then I need my 5th and 6th graders to leave quickly because they have to give their microphones to the 7th and 8th graders. So they're going to all dash out, give away their microphones, and then they will meet you back in here to visit for a few minutes. And if you want to take more pictures with them, then that would be the time. I have a few mic swapping volunteers. If you would head out quickly, when the 5-6s head out, just through this door, we have our backstage area here and our mic stand ready to go. So meet us back there. So the first play we'll be seeing this morning is A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a very silly story. Or I should say it's 3 silly stories because we have multiple stories kind of weaving in and out of each other and causing chaos. Each story is causing chaos for the other stories that we watch. First, we have a setting that's ancient Greece. We have Duke Theseus, who's getting ready for a wedding, and our other friends who are planning their own weddings. And then we have a second story about a group of craftsmen who are getting ready to perform their own little play for Theseus's wedding. And that's going to go very, very wrong, but we'll enjoy it as it happens. And then finally we have this story about a king and queen of fairies who are arguing about something that feels kind of silly, but isn't that how so many arguments are? They're always about something small, but then they balloon and they start to affect everyone around you. So I hope that the silliness of this play doesn't prevent us from seeing some of the seriousness of it too. Like all of Shakespeare's work, it really makes us ask questions about what is the nature of reality? How should our lives be lived? It's absurd, but sometimes we need to see how absurd things are to know what the right thing is to do. We can see how absurd the argument is between the king and queen of fairies to understand why friendship, why respect is important. We can see the absurdity of, we'll see a father coming in and he's so mad his daughter won't obey him that he is asking the duke to intervene to force her to do what dad says. Right? Sometimes justice is about respecting other people's ability to make the right choices as well, right? Not trying to force your will onto them. So you, my students, think about, do you notice any good or bad examples of friendship in this play? Do you notice anybody acting with justice or anybody maybe not being fair in this play? We've been learning about virtues all year, and there are virtues to think about here as well. And a final note, for those of you who are familiar with this play, you will notice it is rather shorter than the play you probably remember. Shakespeare is just wonderfully flexible in this way. Even Shakespeare would have abridged Shakespeare because he wrote these plays, many of them are very long, and some of them have these wonderful comedic scenes, but maybe one year or one day, the one actor in his troupe who was really good in that role is sick. Oh, well, we can take that scene out for today. Or maybe the next year we have a whole lot of people who could do that scene really well. Well, we're going to expand that scene now and make it big and exciting. That's what Shakespeare had designed his plays to do. And that enabled us to take this play and to remove a lot of chunks of it and still have something that tells the whole story and maintains that richness of his language, but is more of a size that your kids can manage to memorize and perform in a short period of time. So I hope you enjoy it. And during this play, because we have cut some parts out, I will be coming out to explain a little bit what we've left out and help make sure we're all understanding what we've seen and are about to see. So with that, we are going to turn to A Midsummer Night's Dream. Our story opens with Theseus, the Duke of Athens. He is preparing for his marriage to Hippolyta, former queen of the Amazons. And their exciting planning is interrupted by a certain Aegeus, who is very upset that his daughter Hermia refuses to marry the suitor he's picked out for him, Demetrius. Instead, Hermia would like to marry Lysander. They argue and argue. Lysander even protests that Demetrius used to be engaged to one of Hermia's friends, so he doesn't even love Hermia very much. But after the Duke has heard from everyone, he announces that Hermia has until the next day to make a decision.
Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius.
And then they leave them alone to think about this for a little while. What do you think? Do you think she's going to give in and marry Demetrius? Spoiler alert, no. They decide to sneak off to the woods tonight and be married in secret. But while they are planning, they are also interrupted by Hermia's best friend, Helena. Helena was the one who used to be engaged to Demetrius until he decided he would rather marry Hermia. They tell Helena about their plans. They think she's going to be sympathetic. But instead, she runs off to tell Demetrius what they're doing. She thinks that's going to get her in good with him. I think that's going to backfire on you, Helena. Sorry. Lysander and Hermia head into the woods. But also, a group of local craftsmen, tinkers, butchers, tailors, are preparing a play that they wish to perform at the wedding of Theseus and Hippolyta.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it, but if I do it, let the audience look to their eyes.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you. Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout Tinkerer, you must play Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the Joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
Peter Quince asks his actors to meet him in the woods tonight as well, so that they can rehearse without anybody overhearing them. I don't know, my friends. I don't think Peter Quince and his actors are quite as well prepared as my student actors are for this performance that they're getting ready for. But, we'll see how it goes. But so now we've got two groups of folks headed into the woods tonight. They aren't the only ones, because in the woods live some fairies. There is a king of fairies named Oberon and a queen of fairies named Titania. They're in the middle of an argument, and they are assisted by a number of fairies, such as Peas Blossom and Robin Goodfellow, better known as Puck. He's a very mischievous fairy who is Oberon's assistant. So we'll see. We'll see what the fairies are up to tonight in the woods.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, farewell, thou lot of spirits, all be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revells here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he?
Thou speakest all right. I am that merry wonder of the night. But Rome, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bedding company. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill or dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in beach margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the moon, governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound, and this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you mend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
His mother was a votress of my order, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Give me the How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day.
Give me the changeling boy, and I'll go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for the century. My gentle Puck, come hither. Fetch for me this flower, the herb that I showed thee once. The juice of it upon sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I'll overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia?
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
I cannot stay for thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. When we cannot fight for love as men may do, we should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where the ox slips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. There's a disdainful youth who is in love with a sweet Athenian lady. Anoint his eyes, but do so when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
All right, so Oberon sent Puck to pick a magical flower, and the juice of that flower, if you squeeze it on someone's eyes, they will just fall in love with the very next person they see. Oberon wanted it because he wants to get revenge on Titania for arguing with him, so he thinks, I'll just make her fall in love with something really ridiculous. But then Oberon sees Helena, and he's sorry for her, so he tells Puck, well, let's fix that for Helena. Let's make Demetrius fall in love with her. So he tells Puck to go to the woods and find someone wearing Athenian clothes, and that'll be the right person. That can't possibly go wrong, right? Let's see what happens.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's sake. When thou wakest is thy dear, wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair Hermia, you faint with wandering in the wood, and, to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest, Hermia, if you think it good. and tarry for comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awakest when I am gone, for now I must to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius. I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed an attractive eyes. But what is this? Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire, I will, for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart.
Say not so, Lysander, say not so. These vows are Hermia's. Will you then be content?
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lured of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
Oh, all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helen and be her knight.
Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord! What out of hearing? Gone, no sound, no word? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Poor Lysander. He got the wrong end of a love potion there, and now he's fallen in love with Helena, and Helena thinks he's just making fun of her. Well, that's not really the end of the evening's mischief, though, because the craftsmen still need to come rehearse their play. And Puck is hanging around, and he might do some playing of his own.
Are we all met? Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors!
What happen homespuns do we have swaggering here, so close to the cradle of the fairy queen?
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
A stranger Pyramus that ear play here.
Must I speak now?
I marry must you, for you must understand that he goes to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
What? Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Masters, fly! Masters, help!
Why do they run away from me? This knavery of them to make me afeard. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, so that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The ouzel cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray you, gentle mortal, do sing again. And out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee. Peas blossom,
Ready.
cobweb,
And I.
moat,
Here I am.
and mustard seed.
Here.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
Hail.
Hail. I cry your worship's mercy heartily.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower.
Mia be awaked. Then what it was that next came into her eye, that she must dote on in extremity. But here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play meant for Theseus' nuptial day. When I did one at this advantage take, an ass's knoll I placed upon his head. And at that moment, so it came to pass, Titania woke and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian eyes, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too, with the Athenian woman by his side. That of force she must be eyed.
Oh, why rebuke him who loves you so? Do not lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, bang o'er his shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too.
You spend your passion on misjudgment. I am not guilty for Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
Tell me then that he is well.
If I could, what could I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no fall in her in this fearsome vein. Here for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt and bankrupt doth sorrow owe. For if in which slight measure it will pay, if here's tender, I'll make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quiet, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find, and by some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll anoint his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go! Swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow! Okay. Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Should be this fun pageancy, Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Why should you think that I ruin scorn?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
O Helena, goddess, nymph perfect divine, to what my love compare thine.
O spite, O hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not treat a gentle lady so.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial?
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Helena, I love thee, by my life, I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false, that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine, O hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, a sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stole my heart's love from him?
Find it, faith, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
And are you grown so high in this esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? I am not so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, gentlemen, though you mock me, let her not hurt me.
Fear not, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf.
Let her alone.
Now she holds me not. Now fall if thou darest. to see whose right is thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
I will not trust you, I, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a prey. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakes, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
So this is definitely not what the King of Fairies had in mind. So we got to fix this. He instructs Puck to cast a dark fog over the sky, and then he's going to lead our four lovers chasing shadows until they wear themselves out. And once they finally just give up and go to sleep, Oberon takes the potion off of Lysander's eyes, restoring his love for Hermia. So now we have to see what Queen Titania and Bottom are up to. That's still not quite a happy ending yet.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Sergeant Cobweb?
Ready.
Sergeant, good Sergeant, go get me a honey bag. Where's Monsieur Moat? Nothing good, Monsieur, but to help Peas Blossom scratch my head. I must to the barber's, for I feel marvels hairy about the face.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonably good ear in music, but I pray you, let none of your people stir in me, for I have had an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Your dotage now I do begin to pity. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and remove the transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the other do, shall all of Athens again do repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. Now I will release the fairy queen. What thou see as thou wast wont to see, be as thou wast wont to be. Now, awake, my queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
When thou wakes with thine full eyes peep.
Sound music. Take hands, my queen, and we shall rock the ground whereon these lovers be.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
At last, it seems like everyone is finally in love with the right person. Hooray! But as the sun dawns on a new day, Theseus and Hippolyta are also coming into the woods with a hunting party in preparation for their wedding.
But soft, what nymphs are these? My lord, here's my daughter here asleep, and here Demetrius and Lysander and Hermia. I mean Helena. Oh, that is Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Go bid the huntsmen to wake them with their horns.
Pardon, my lord, I cannot truly say how I came here, but truly what I speak, and I think, and I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law, go
Enough, enough. My lord, you have heard enough. I beg the law, my lord, the law upon his head.
But, my good lord, I want not but what power. For the only pleasure and object is mine is Hermia. To her I was betrothed, ere I saw... Helena. To her I was betrothed, ere I saw Hermia. And like sickness did I loathe this food, and as in health did I come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunate. Of this course we hear none. Adieus. I'm sorry. But I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by these couples shall be interring it 3 and 3. We will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that we sleep, we dream.
Oh, I've had a dream past the wit of a man to say what a dream it was. Man is but an ass to go about this expound dream. Methought I was. There's no man can tell what methought I was and methought I had. Man is but a patched fool to offer to say what methought I had. The eye of a man hath not heard, the ear of a man hath not seen, his man's hand not able to taste, nor his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom.
Now all is well. So Theseus does marry Hippolyta. And Lysander marries Hermia. And Demetrius marries Helena in a triple wedding ceremony. Now all that remains is for Peter Quince Bottom and the actors to perform their play at the wedding reception. Let's see how that goes.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend, more than cool reason ever comprehends. Here come the lovers, full of joy now, and mirth. Come now. What masks, what dances, what revels are in hand?
Here, mighty Theseus, a play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, but by 10 words long, my lord, it is too long.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work here in Athens, who have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we shall hear it?
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will to show our simple skill. This is the true beginning of our end. Now the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath writ his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
Indeed, he passed playing his prologue like a child on a recorder.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show. Well, wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This same interlude it doth befall, that I snout by name present a wall. And such wall I'd have you think has a crannied hole or cheek, which lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly.
Is the wittiest wall I've ever heard speak, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim look night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever art when day is not. O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what I see no Thisbe. A wicked wall through whom I see no bliss, cursed by these stones for thus deceiving me.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me.
I wilt now to the chink to spy and to hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Meet me at Ninny's tomb, straight away.
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus I have, while my part discharges so, and being done, away while go.
This is the silliest stuff that I ever heard.
Here come 2 noble beasts, and a man and a lion.
Gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor.
May now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner am,
a very gentle beast and of good conscience.
The very best of the beasts, the very best of the beasts that e'er I saw.
Let us listen to the moon.
As moon shine, this lantern doth horn moon present, myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
I am aweary of this moon.
Yet in courtesy, in all reason, we all must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is that this lantern the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
This is old Annie's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh, roar!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well moused lion.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. But stay, O spite, eyes do I see. How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear, thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. O fates, come, cut thread and thrum. Quail, crush, and conclude and quill. Come tears, confound, out sword and round. Heart where heart doth hop, thus die, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue lose thy light. Now die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover.
Asleep, my love? What, dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, quite dumb. Dead. A tomb must cover his white eyes. His eyes were green as leeks. Come, trusty knife, come blade my breast and brew. And farewell, my friends, thus is the end. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
Will it please you to hear the epilogue, or to see a Bergamask dance of two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. The iron took a midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
First rehearse your song by rote, with each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be, and the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand.
If we the shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended.
That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
Theme, nor yielding but a dream.
Gentles do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend.
And as I am an honest Puck, and if we have unearned luck.
Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long.
Else Puck the louder call.
So good night until you all.